Alright, I feel like I'm kind of crammed up against the wall here, but I'm trying to find a place in my house where I can actually do my vlogs. Now the weigh-ins are different because I'm just panning into a scale and showing you guys every Friday what my weight loss or gain is, but I kind of want to split the weigh-in videos with actual vlog videos so it's not just, you know, redundant. So anyways, I'm a hot mess. I've been home all day today. I plan on going to the gym later on tonight. And I was just thinking that I hear something outside. This is my bathroom.
You could just sit there and kind of hear whatever
Sorry.
you have to sit, and we're going to try to make some life-changing decisions.
But I thought I'd make a video on the actual weight loss and fitness recording devices that I use. Now, the number one device that I use for tracking my caloric activities is the BodyBugg. And I've been using this for the last 3 years, you guys know, and I've upgraded from one to another throughout that 3 years. But for the one that I have currently right now, it's fabulous. I love it. I'm not going to go into a major, you know, rundown of exactly how the BodyBugg works. Most of you guys have probably already heard of it. It's boosted by 24-Hour Fitness, but I think it's actually an Apex product. Go on to the 24-Hour Fitness website. You will definitely see plenty of information, probably answering every question that you possibly have. If you do currently own it and have questions and you want to ask me, you can put your question in the comments box and I will try to answer it. But a quick rundown. So Apex and 24-Hour Fitness have come together and basically made a calorie counter that is 97% accurate, which is pretty much the most accurate calorie counting device there is outside of actually going into a lab and them tracking all of your movements with suction cups and all that other stuff. It is awesome because I really don't think when you are dieting that you have a fair chance of losing the weight that you want in the time that you want unless you know how much calories your body burns. Not statistically for someone your age and your height, but on a day-to-day basis how many calories you're burning. It will give you so much more needed assistance in actually creating a diet for yourself. Some people might be eating so much less and thinking this is the only way that I can lose weight because they really have no idea that instead of 2,000 calories a day, they're actually burning 2,500 calories a day. And so when you put yourself on a 1,000 calorie a day diet, of course you're going to fail when your body needs 2,500 just to make it through the day. And then vice versa, which is probably the which most of us face, is that we think we're burning more calories than we actually are. The number one place that I see that we think we're burning more calories is when we're at the gym. I know people get on a treadmill and they run for 20 minutes and then think that they can leave and have 2 slices of pizza because it's probably about the same. This thing will knock you out of the water. You strap this bad boy on, if for no other time of the day but when you work out, you will see how hard you have to work out to burn the calories that you probably think you're already burning. Anyways, I love the device. It is a web-based device, so yes, you do have to have a computer and access to an internet, and it does take a subscription with a small subscription fee that I pay, and I am always broke, so I'm not rich here. And in the program, you actually will track how much calories you're eating by logging it into the system. And when I say logging it in, they have every single piece of food out there, from a McDonald's hamburger to Ben and Jerry's ice cream to tilapia fish. Everything that you could possibly put in your mouth is already pre-recorded in the BodyBugg program. So all you pretty much have to do is, if you ate a bowl of Cheerios, type in Cheerios, type in if you had a cup and a half, and it will already populate the calories. Then when you download at the end of the day, or whatever time of the day you choose, your calories burned off of this device, it will tell you what your deficit is. And all of you probably know that 3,500 calories equals a pound. So when your deficits get up to 3,500, you know you lost a pound. That solely is the reason why I was able to get my ass off of my scale addiction. I needed a way to be able to track how much weight I've lost without obsessing over that scale every day, because that scale, you know, will weigh water weight. You can sweat at the gym and lose 2 pounds, and in 10 minutes gain 3 pounds back. All of that was just affecting me crazy when it comes to eating disorders. And so in a way, the BodyBugg program actually helped me, because it put a little bit more common sense in my head, instead of the delusions that my grand delusions when I was lost in an ED. Like, oh my God, if I eat this piece of gum, I'm going to be fat. Well, no, because this piece of gum has 5 calories, and I can see right here that I've already burned 1,500 for the day. That's not humanly possible. It works for me in that way. I can't say it's going to work for you in that way, but all in all, it's a terrific device. That's enough. I really wasn't trying to go on and on, because I was trying to get 2 devices into this blog without being boring, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to, or either I have to do some editing. So the next device, now I have my device. This will track how many calories you're taking in, how many calories you burn, and I think your steps, which I never look at, just because I don't really care how many steps I'm taking in a day. So it'll graph it and everything for you. But since my obsession and workout of choice is running, and everybody knows that, I am also in love with, and this is mine right here, the Nike Plus running chip for your iPod. And this is the oldest iPod in the whole wide world. I got it like 5 years ago, so I don't even know what the name is. It's not a Nano, I don't know what this is, but it's the original one that looks like this. So obviously the chip, which is here, I'll take it off for a second. This is the actual chip that you're purchasing in the store. Plugs into the bottom of it, and there's a program that shows itself on the device when the chip is in place. Now, this chip will record how many miles that you run. It also it's also computer-based or web-based, but there's no fee other than purchasing the chip. And it's just a fun way to track your runs. Now, more so than anything, if you're running outside, this is necessary, because especially if you're training, because I don't know about you, but how the hell do you know how many miles that you're running? I mean, you run until you're tired? No. Well, Monday you could be pooped, and Tuesday you can be winded. Wednesday you can just be full of energy. You can't judge how long that you run with how many miles. You know what I'm trying to say. There's no way that you can really track how much miles that you're running when you're running street miles, unless you've driven your path or you're going a designated path that's already marked with miles. So because I don't do that, I usually just leave out of the front door and run wherever my body carries me. This is an awesome device to track how many miles that you run. And the way that it works is that there is a chip that plugs into your iPod, and then the second chip goes into your Nike shoe. And when you buy a specific Nike running shoe, there is, and I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. I know my shoe is nasty. But there's a chip in there. You see it? Right here. And that's the chip right there. If I pop that chip out, there'll be a hole. The chip goes into that, and then, you know, your sole thing goes back into it. And it measures the distance between basically one step and the next step. So this hits the ground and it marks it, and then the next time the shoe hits the ground, it marks that distance and counts it, and measures how many miles that you run. Now, when I was training for that marathon, that was the way that I did it, because I had no idea. I just knew, you know, I was going to try to do 5 miles today, 2 miles, whatever. But it worked for me. Secondly, I did use it on the treadmill in the gym out of curiosity, because I wanted to see how accurate that the treadmills were, the counters. And specifically with my 24-hour fitness, anywhere between almost dead on to about 0.15 off, which is actually not that bad. So treadmills are pretty accurate. So the fun with the Nike chip is that, you know, you create a Nike account, Nike Plus running account on the Nike.com website, and you take the chip out when you're done. You plug it into your computer, your iPod into your computer, like you would do when you're downloading songs, and it will bring up iTunes, but also it will pop up a screen that says, do you want to visit the Nike website? You click yes, and then all of a sudden all of the information, all your runs, if you're not doing it every day, all your runs will automatically be downloaded onto the Nike website, and it'll show you your progress. They have guest celebrity runners or fitness people on your iPod, so every once in a while you'll be running, and in the middle of it you'll get like Lance Armstrong telling you keep up the good work or something like that. That's always cool. But the major thing is that it allows you to run with and against people all over the country and all over the world, actually. So you can join a team and never even meet them, but kind of like a team in training, and run against other countries, run against other people. You can set yourself goals just for yourself, whether to lose weight or to run a certain amount of miles. And I don't know, there's so many features that I haven't even touched on the Nike.com website. I'm not the master of this, because all I want to know is how much I ran, and I want it to be logged in and kept and tracked. I just recently hooked both the BodyBugg and the Nike to my Facebook account, so when I do go on my runs and or work out at any time, it will automatically go to my Facebook and say, you know, you burned 2,000 calories today, or you've run 5 miles today, which I thought it was cool because I get a lot of encouragement from my YouTube/Facebook friends. Anyways, this video is so long. Oh, I'm so sorry already. That is it. Those are the 2 devices that I recommend, 2 devices that I've been using for years, and the 2 devices that I will continue to use and upgrade as I feel necessary. Okay? Hope everybody's having a good week. I'll see you on Friday.